Hey, happy Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Welcome back to science class. We were in week 25. So we have about 11 weeks of school to go, which is pretty crazy to think that the school year is almost done. It's been a crazy one, but so far you guys have been doing an awesome job with whether it's science or any other class that we're throwing at you. You're doing very well. So please keep up the hard work. This week, we're going to continue learning about the movement of the Earth. Last week, you were introduced to it, and you learned that there's two types of movement when we talk about our planet. There's rotating, which is spinning, and then there is revolving, which is going around. So you know that when something spins, it goes kind of quickly. And you also know if something revolves, it goes slow. Maybe you did it, but think about a merry-go-round. All right, so if you think of going to Idlewild or Kennywood or any other kind of amusement park, when that merry-go-round goes around, so that would be the ride that plays the music. It has the horses, the lions, the tigers, and you can ride on those things. There's even little wagons. When that thing goes around, it does seem like it goes a little fast, but not really. Right? So it's revolving. It's going around something. There's actually a little room in the middle of it that makes it spin. So you go around that. Well, when we talk about rotating or revolving, when we talk about our Earth, they're two completely different things, and they give us two completely different things. Both things deal with time, but both are different types of time. So when we talk about rotating, that means that our planet Earth um, tilts. It kind of leans to one side. We can't feel that, and that's because of this thing called gravity. That's what holds us on the ground. So if you think of outer space, you know when astronauts go to outer space, if they're in a space shuttle or a rocket, if they're not holding on to something, they will float. That's because there is nothing holding them down. When you are on the planet Earth, we have this thing called gravity that does that. Now, when we are rotating or when our Earth rotates or spins, right, it's going to do that pretty quickly. Right? Just think about if you would spin a top or if you would take a quarter and you would spin it. It's going to go pretty fast. Well, the Earth does that when it rotates. And what it does is the Earth just does one of these things, and sometimes it gets kind of close to the sun. That's how we get daylight. And then when it turns itself and spins away, then we get nighttime. Um, so rotation gives us time. It gives us 1 day or 24 hours. When we revolve, remember merry-go-round, you're going slower and you're going in a much bigger circle. Well, our sun does that. And when our sun revolves, it's going to go around. I'm sorry, our Earth does that. And when our Earth revolves, it's going around the sun. The sun is a gigantic star. It is huge. It is many times bigger than the planet Earth. So for the Earth to go around that, it's going to take a lot of time. And as it does go around that, that is how we get our seasons. That is also how we get an entire year. And so you can see what I'm talking about when I said to you earlier that the movement of the Earth gives us different things. It gives us time, but it gives us different types of time. It gives us time in the sense of what time of day is it, day or night, and then also what time is it. We're talking about the time of the year if we're talking about revolving, because we can look outside and if you see snow out there, chances are it's winter. If you see leaves on the trees, then we're talking about summer or spring, maybe fall if the leaves are yellow or red. So, as you can tell, the movement of the earth is huge when it comes to us being able to understand time, whether it's time to the hour, day or night, or what time of year it is. So we are going to jump back into that this week. We are going to learn a little bit more about it, and then we're going to finish up the week with a fun activity where you're going to get to choose to make a project to show what you've learned about the rotation of the Earth or the revolving or the revolution of the Earth. So let's go ahead and get into our Nearpod for the week. Any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out and let somebody know, regardless of where you are. And I'm looking forward to see what you guys learn.